we got another liberal hoax to debunk here. We got a young lady by the name of Nazra Ahmed, a Somalian woman. Yes, I know. I know. Let's jump into it because allegedly ICE did some things to her that she wants to talk about. So let's hop into it. Let's hop
Hello,
into it.
hi. My name is Nazar Ahmed. I am 23 years old from St. Paul, and I encountered ICE. I was detained, or let me rephrase it as I was kidnapped by ICE. I was kidnapped from ICE from my home. They came here, right there where I'm pointing at, and they came here. We're following two men. And while they were following two men, they came and stopped at this exact area near the office. And when they stopped by the office, I was walking towards that area and I got caught in the middle of what was going on. And so as that went on, they came out of their cars and they went up to me and approached me and asked, "Hi, hello," they greeted me, and I proceeded to do the following. I gave them my ID. I did whatever I was supposed to do by their orders. And so while that happened, um, these ICE agents decided to racially indict me.
What does
And
that? What does that mean?
one of the I think an ICE agent called me a racial slur. He used racial language, profound racial language towards me, and so that racial language felt very targeted. I think
What does
and
that? What does that mean?
one of the I think an ICE agent called me a.
I think. Did y'all catch that? I think. I think they called me a racial name.
What does
And
that? What does that mean?
one of the I think an ICE agent called me a racial slur. He used racial language, profound racial language towards me, and so that racial language felt very targeted. It was a word that many know of that is used towards black people, and I am a black person. I am a black person of Somali descent.
Yeah.
And that word is a very distressing word to hear, especially in this day, time, and age where ICE is going around terrorizing citizens and going around targeting specific people for their origins and their backgrounds, and it's not okay.
Yeah.
It's very absurd. What's
So
going around is
so
I think. Okay. I mean, I don't know about y'all, but like, if somebody called me the N word with the hard R, like, I would know. Like, I would be like, yeah, I think they were calling me a bunch of slurs. Like, no, like, you know, like, that's not a word that you hear very often. So, of course, when you hear it, it stands out. You know what I mean? It stands out quite a bit. Now, I want to get into the press conference because, of course, you know, when these types of things happen, they always run to the cameras. So I'm going to play a little bit of that, and then we're going to get to the meat and potatoes because there's actually video footage of what happened. But here's her speaking again at a press conference.
This girl is very American. There's something American about her. So, like my family says, "You're so American. You're so American. There's something American about you." But then when other people see me, they're like, "There's something Somali about you. You're really Somali, you know?" So that's what it's like. You know, people always trying to assume what you are, but they know you're both. So they cannot separate the two. They just want to say, "Oh, you're this, you're that." But that's what it is. It's to be both. So, yeah, so I got kidnapped by ICE. So now we're going to get into the story of what made me stand here today. So that story is I got kidnapped by ICE. So ICE came to my neighborhood, where my neighborhood is a very Somali neighborhood. It's a predominantly Somali neighborhood. There's many Somalis that live here, and they kidnapped me. They took me. They arrested and detained me for 2 days, and I was put in county jail. Then there was this ICE agent who called me a racial slur. So with my skin color and me being a black person, in America, I go through a lot. I see a lot. I've experienced a lot of things. I'm also Somali, and I'm going to say right now that even though people see me as Somali, I'm still a black person, and I can't separate the two. My skin is still dark. I'm still a black person, and I'm just a black person of Somali descent. My ethnic origin is Somali, but I'm black. I'm a person who's black under America. So I still experience racism. I still experience many things that black Americans face. And the two can exist, and many people don't really realize that, because what they see is Somalis that can be black and they can't be Somali, but that's not the case. So so I was called a racial slur by this ICE agent, and this ICE agent was igniting racial violence towards me. He was inciting racial violence. He was targeting these two Somali men. They were following these two Somali men who ran out the car. And when they ran out the car, what happened was I was walking towards that area that these two men were holding the door for me. And I believe these men were Somali. I'm not sure if they were some other group, but they were a different East African descent, but they were, what I've seen is that they were Somali. And so when they came, they were following these two men, and I was waiting for these two men to hold the door for me, and I told them, hey, can you hold the door for me? And I walked right in the middle, and when I was in the middle, ICE came. They came out of their cars. They asked me to see my ID, and while they were asking me to see the ID, they just decided it was nice to be racist and say really nasty things to me. And
I don't know about y'all, but I'm not buying any bit of that. And I know I made y'all suffer through that for a while, but I just wanted y'all to hear that. And obviously it goes on longer than that, of course, but I'm going to spare you all that because we actually have video footage of the encounter with ICE, her encounter with ICE. And so here it is. Let me make myself a little bit smaller here so you guys can see the whole thing. Now, this is her right here, right there. Okay, it's a little hard to see there, but that's her. Okay, obviously this is ICE surrounding her, but this is her. Now I want you guys to watch. Okay, watch the video. You see, doesn't look like anything's going on here. I don't know why she had a Band-Aid over her forehead to, obviously insinuate that ICE was throwing her around or something crazy. Doesn't look like anything wild is going on to me. Only thing wild that I saw, and I don't know if you guys caught it, but the only thing wild that I saw was an assault. Not from ICE, but from her. Let's break it down. I'm gonna put it in slow mo so y'all can catch this. Now, well, actually, let's put it in regular speed so y'all can actually see. This ICE agent here jumps, or no, excuse me, it's this guy. You see that? You see that right there? See that? Huh? You see that? Now, at the same time that he does that, I want you to watch her head. She's right here. She's right here. You can't really see her very well because the sign's in the way. But you can see the hijab thing that she has on her head right there. Watch her head move in his direction as he turns around, as he jumps back. You see that? That looks like, to me, she spit on the guy. Because why else would you lunge at somebody like that and the other person like jumps back and turns around as if to like stop spit from hitting their face. That's assault. See that? And even after this ICE agent was allegedly assaulted, did they throw her to the ground? Did they beat the crap out of her? Nope. Just marched her behind on over to the patrol vehicle. That is it. That is all. I mean, to be honest, her story didn't even sound believable to begin with. You guys heard it. I think an ICE agent threw some slurs at me. Oh my goodness, come on, man. You know, this reminds me of what was that guy's name? Jesse Smollett. Jesse Smollett. This reminds me of Jesse Smollett. Okay, that's what this reminds me of. But once again, this is what the left does. They lie. They make up stories. They make up nonsense. I actually saw a story where a clip where liberals were talking about ICE was detaining a 5-year-old or whatever. And it's just like, come on, man. Nonsense. As a matter of fact, I think I posted a short disproving that one, if I remember correctly. Yes, I did. And actually, the so-called child was a grown adult, and it wasn't even ICE that was detaining the individual. It was actual police that were detaining this young lady that just happened to be short, right? But there was another case where there was this actual little boy. Oh my goodness, ICE detaining little boys. Oh! Well, they detained the kid's parents, so they didn't let him just wander off by himself. If ICE had let a 5-year-old wander off by himself after they detained his parents because his parents are illegal, they'd be crying over that. You let a 5-year-old go out on his own? It's like you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. You know, they kept the little boy from running off anywhere, and now it's just, oh my goodness, they're detaining a 5-year-old. No, they're keeping him safe, actually. But anyway, that's just what we have to do around here, you know, debunk all of this liberal nonsense, because of course, if you don't debunk it, people start to believe it. And it's actually a lie. I mean, just about anything you hear from leftists, just count on it being a lie. Count on it being a lie. That's just the mindset that you should have. Anything that comes from leftists, Democrats, mainstream media, it's a lie. Just count on it being a lie. Because 99.9% of the time, it probably is. Anyway, y'all get in the comments. Let me know your thoughts and your opinions. Thanks for tuning in as always. Stay safe out there. Peace and love. I'm out.